Oh, yeah. We got a lot to discuss today. Okay. But first and foremost, let me say, hey, I was right this entire time. I was right this entire time. I knew Nick Sirianni had lost the locker room after the Dallas Cowboys game. I broke this story first. Okay. I broke the story first. And of course, afterwards, people start, tagging along and agreeing. Right. But it came here first. It came from here, from this channel first. We're going to get into AJ Brown's comments. We're going to get into the team meeting right before this Giants game that's coming up soon. We're going to get into that. We're going to get all into it. But first and foremost, like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles. But enough of that. Let's get right into the live stream. So, AJ Brown held a team meeting telling the players that they have to start believing in the coaches. If you don't believe in the coaches, the locker room is lost. Okay? The locker room is lost. All right? Again, everything is being leaked with this team. There's always something being leaked with this team. And fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, we have yet another leak. All right. Now, before I get into AJ Brown's comments and before I play the clip of the leak from Jay Glazer, after this Dallas Cowboys game, when we didn't score a touchdown, okay, I knew the locker room was lost. Okay. This was December 10th. There was no effort, lack of effort. They looked like they just didn't care. Okay. And here you see 3 weeks ago, I have a whole playlist about this. So, hey, it came from here first, period. All right. Let's get right into Jay Glazer. Now, Jay Glazer, he has been, every time the Philadelphia Eagles leak anything, they go right to him. He always knows. I mean, he has multiple leaks. He's been leaking stuff about the team. He leaked Sean Desai being demoted here. He leaked the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Sirianni's pregame speech to the team. He leaked that. So someone is actively leaking information to Jay Glazer, right? And again, when you guys, I know a lot of guys don't want to believe reports, but when a report is real, I'm gonna find out if it's valid. The reports from Jay Glazer are valid. Okay, they're valid. Let's just hear what AJ Brown told. Well, let's just see what AJ Brown had to say. Let's just see what Jay Glazer has to say about AJ Brown.
Right now, Jay, let's talk about this Eagles team. They've lost 4 or 5. What's going on behind the scenes there?
Well, here's the thing. Of all people, AJ Brown was the voice of reason to speak. He's been very emotional on the sidelines, but he called a players-only meeting this week. And one, he said, "Look, I'm sorry to you guys that you've got to answer for me and my emotions. I haven't talked to the media. That won't happen again." But two, we've really got to start bonding together. Whenever the coaches call for us, we have to start flying through. That's me, that's you, that's everybody else. We got to start believing in our coaches and really go with the plan that they are giving us. Hope.
So we have to start believing in the coaches. They don't believe in the coaches. They don't believe in Nick Sirianni. I broke it here first. And AJ Brown, that's all I really wanted from AJ Brown. Come out and be honest, man. Come out and be honest. Thank you, AJ Brown. That's all I was waiting for, was for AJ Brown to come out. Because, I mean, eventually you have to step up and say something, because he was getting a lot of heat. But in all actuality, it was the team not believing in the coaches. Okay? And I've said this after the Dallas game. It's a whole month ago I've said this. I got a whole playlist about Nick Sirianni and the players not believing in him.
All right, so the Ravens are the top seed.
Wholeheartedly. He say believe in the coaches wholeheartedly. You guys aren't believing in the coaches right now? Yo, what's up, Cosmic? What's up, Trey? Thomas, I see y'all in here. 100%. The head coach last year was greatly because, yes, exactly, bro. Exactly. You're 100% right. Shout out to Eagles Pods and Eagles Production. Trey, what's the word, bro? We back number 2 seed. We'll see. Grip, what's the word? Man, give Bill. Man, give me Bill. Hey, give me anybody but these coaches, honestly. I'm on the only one not looking forward to the game today. I mean, I don't know. You're not the only one. Trust me, SH. You're not the only one. Timothy says Sirianni doesn't realize he already lost the locker room. Oh, he knows it. He knows it. And again, if it wasn't for me and my channel shedding light to it, it would not even got as big as it is. It would never. This would never have gotten as big as it is, as big as it has became, if it wasn't for my channel. I called it. So the players, hey, you owe me, right? Because honestly, I brought it to light for the players because the players really couldn't. No one would have ever known what. I mean, eventually, maybe you got fired at Nick Sirianni, right? After losing as much as they are, but no one broke it down how I broke it down as early as I did, right? So I'm glad everything is out now so we can focus on becoming a better team and get better coaches. That's all this was ever about. I never wanted any discord or any drama with the team. I just wanted what's best for the fucking Eagles and the players. That's it. Okay, I'll play, and all the day ones, who watch all my streams, they can tell you I was the first. Period. I was the first. The Nick Sirianni losing the locker room, I broke that story here. Period. AJ Brown, thank you for confirming it. And if you guys don't believe Jay Glazer, again, Jay Glazer, I mean, they leaked Sean Desai being demoted before Nick Sirianni can even announce it. All right. This who they go to. That Jay Glazer has all the Eagles leaks. Okay. And even with Nick Sirianni, his message to the locker room following before the 49ers game, that message was leaked. Jay Glazer leaked it. Okay, so they leak it. They're leaking everything to Jay Glazer. When you're leaking information, that's a telltale sign of a lost locker room. Again, if you have to go watch my Nick Sirianni series, really go watch Fire Nick Sirianni Part 2. That you'll get all the insight regarding why I felt the way that I felt. But again, I broke that story here, right? Period. And no ifs, ands, or buts. I'll play one more time, right? What Jay Glazer, revealed about AJ Brown's messaging to the team. To start believing in the coaches, I mean, it confirmed it. No one can deny. No one can deny that he's lost the locker room now. No one can deny it. Okay. And yes, I want my credit because I'm watching content creators make videos saying, oh, you're over-exaggerating. It's an over-exaggeration. You're speculating. I'm seeing comments telling me, oh, you're reading into it. You don't know what you're talking about. Bro, suck my respectfully. No, disrespectfully. I don't give a because I mean, they tried to play me like I didn't know what I was talking about. And it's all playing out right before everyone's eyes. Give me my respect, period. Simple. And thank you, AJ Brown, for finally coming out, man. And again, you put fire on someone's tail, right? Some is going to start getting out there, man. Some is going to come out. And the team was feeling the heat. I think AJ Brown was tired of the hate move going his way, right? A lot of hate was being directed towards AJ Brown, when in all actuality, he just looked like the bad guy because you see him on the sideline shouting and yelling. Right? He knew the coaching staff did not know what they were doing. He knew that. He knew there was something wrong, but the optics looked bad. But I mean, AJ Brown, you should have said something earlier, bro. You should have said something after the spat, week 3 or whatever week it was against the Vikings, when you had your little outburst. You should have spoke on it then and spoke on it early, right? You open the door for a lot of speculation, right? And you kind of just from the optics alone, it makes you look kind of bad. Right, you should have nipped it all in the bud, and you should just be AJ. Just be honest, bro. From here on out, just be honest, because I mean, the optics look bad, right? So of course you're gonna come out look like the bad guy, right? Of course you're gonna come out looking like the bad guy, okay? Just when people are seeing you on TV, look upset, look mad, shouting, like, yeah, what do you expect? So, bro, this should have happened earlier. I wish this would have happened earlier with AJ Brown. And you know, this thing could have been figured out early. We're going into the playoffs now. And we got a game coming up, bro. We got a game coming up. A season finale against the Giants. If the Cowboys lose, the Giants, we beat the Giants, we win a division. We're the number 1 seed, and we get a home playoff game. It's a lot riding on this week, my boy. Let's be honest. This should not have been. We should not be waiting until now. This should have already been established. Sunday is Duce Day. Sunday is for the Duce. We should already have this. This should already been nipped in the bud, man. But this week, I'll play again, right? Jay Glazer. And I know a lot of Eagles fans, they for some reason, they refuse to understand or believe that some of these leaks, right? Some of these rumors, some of the rumors, yeah, okay, but hey, I know when a rumor is legit. Okay, I know when it's legit. Everything Jay Glazer says about the Eagles are valid. Let's listen to what Jay Glazer had to say one more time regarding AJ Brown addressing the team. It's a team players only meeting. In a players only meeting, no one should know what was said but the players. They still leaking shit. Like, it's over. The fact that we know about this, it's over. They're still leaking information. That's a telltale sign of a lost locker room. Stuff that goes on in the locker room is sacred. It should be private. Let's see what Jay Glazer had to say.
Right now, Jimmy, let's talk about this Eagles team. They've lost 4 or 5. What's going on behind the scenes there?
But here's the thing, you know, of all people, AJ Brown was the voice of reason to speak. He's been very emotional on the sidelines, but he called a players-only meeting this week. And one, he said, look, I'm sorry to you guys that you got to answer for me and my emotions. I haven't talked to the media. That won't happen again. But two, we really got to start bonding together. Whenever the coaches call for us, we have to start flying through. That's me, that's you, that's everybody else. We got to start believing in our coaches and really go with the plan that they are giving us.
We got to start believing it wholeheartedly. He said we have to start believing in the coaches and their plans for what they have for us wholeheartedly. Come on, man. That confirmed everything that I've been saying during this Fire Nick Sirianni series. Okay, I broke it here. I'm happy this got out. Golly. Because I mean, now it legitimizes me and what I was saying. It legitimizes, you know, not only what I some of it was speculation, right? But being around a game for so long, you kind of understand when the coaches lost the locker room. You see lack of effort, things being leaked in the media, and a whole bunch of different things, right, that goes into it. But it legitimizes everything that I've been saying. I broke this, and AJ confirmed it for me. Thank you, my boy. Thank you, bro. So now everybody can back off saying I'm just speculating and shit like that. When you look at, real quick, all right, when you look at the psyche of the team, okay, now when you look at the psyche of the team, okay? I posted another video not too long ago. It was a short. I mean, I see the Philadelphia Eagles official channel posted the players' reaction or Nick Sirianni announcing the fucking Pro Bowl, right? And again, here come all the haters, right? Saying, "Oh, this is my title. The players look miserable here. Nick Sirianni revealed the Pro Bowl selections." Right? They're saying, "Oh, it's just the Pro Bowl. Players don't care about the Pro Bowl." Why wouldn't they care about the Pro Bowl? Okay, first off, they do care about the Pro Bowl. They don't care about playing in it, but of course, that's recognition from you get recognition from the fans. Okay, you want that. You want your hard work to be recognized. DeAndre Swift went and told his parents, and his parents was going crazy, bro. So for people to not understand that it's not about, it's the psyche of the team. Look at this team right now.
Guys that made the Pro Bowl. Jason.
Fake smile. Hassan Reddick looks miserable.
Deion.
Looks miserable. He was happy, and his entire family was happy. He came out and said that. Okay, but you look at him in a meeting room with Nick Sirianni announcing it, they look fucking miserable. This is a telltale sign right here. Right here. This is a sign.
Lane, AJ, Candy. Great job, guys. Alternates. Dallas, Sweaty, Jalen.
Now, again, in the middle of a losing streak, right? Of course, it's not going to be all peaches and cream. But again, it's not even about the Pro Bowl announcement. It's just the psyche of the team and their faces, bro. That's what it's more about. I'm reading more into that.
Jordan, Cam. Also, Jalen.
Jalen looks pissed.
Slay.
Slay like, man, what the hell? I mean, it is what it is, man.
Great job.
It is what it is. But AJ Brown pretty much confirms it. So, I mean, there's nothing much. There's no argument, right? And it's not like I argue with anyone, right, regarding the Philadelphia Eagles or the coaching staff having lost the locker room, right? I've seen a couple videos, and every time I have a hot take, I see the videos that people post, and I see certain things, right? And this one, right, you guys were fucking wrong to challenge or question me because I was right. I was right, and I broke it, right? I was right, period. Browns getting smacked. They getting smacked. They look terrible. I mean, you know, now you see why, because the locker room is completely lost. The locker room has been lost. The locker room has been lost. The locker room is lost. Okay. They don't believe in Nick Sirianni. The team doesn't believe in Nick Sirianni. I've been saying this for quite some time now. Okay. Let's give Sirianni one more year. You don't give a lame duck coach another year. You don't give a coach who the players don't believe in another year. It's impossible. It's impossible. You almost 100% of the time have to fire a coach that the players don't believe in. Yo, yeah, they miserable, and it's obvious. You get recognized for how much work you did. Yeah, okay, you're right. Wrench me, I got you, bro. Hold on, wrench you. I got you right now. But yeah, the locker room is how can I say this? In shambles. Okay. Anytime it's weak, this is the last game of the season. And players are saying we need to rally around the coaches and believe in the coaches. Oh man, if that's not hilarious, everybody, if you're here, drop a like, smash a like button. Did Gannon and Steichen keep the locker room together? I mean, no, they were just better. It wasn't. No, man. The Eagles just realized that Nick Sirianni is a joke. So, I mean, the locker room was close knit. The locker room was close knit, but they just stopped believing in their head coach. They stopped believing in the head coach. They stopped believing in the head coach. I mean, they stopped believing in the head coach, and Nick, and having a Shane there as an offensive coordinator. If he was still here this year, we wouldn't have these type of problems, okay? Because we have a really good head coach, especially with the offensive coordinator. Everything is going to be, moving in the same direction as it would have been last year, if not better. The Eagles just realized the coaching staff was trash, man. That's really pretty much it. And then they tapped out. Mm-hmm. And look, they actually tapped out this 49ers game, okay? The 49ers game is when the Philadelphia Eagles tapped out, okay? They were done. And this 49ers game, I didn't know that the locker room was lost here, okay? The Dallas game, I was like, oh yeah, it was like, okay, they're done, right? They're done. The locker room has lost. The team, this is the second straight blowout. The offense didn't score a touchdown. There's no effort. Yeah, you look at the 49ers game, the Philadelphia Eagles, the first quarter, first couple possessions really controlled that game, right? They controlled that game, honestly. So I still was kind of confused a bit. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just an ugly loss. We were 10-1 at the time, and we've been beating really good teams. Okay, look at Dallas, Kansas City, and Buffalo. We pulled out those wins. So the San Francisco game was kind of odd for me, but the Dallas game, I'm like, oh yeah, it's over with. The locker room was lost, right? And that's pretty much where I kind of it confirmed to me. But actually, it was the San Francisco game. I don't know what happened. What I think it was, right? You look at Jay Glazer. Jay Glazer, he made a report regarding the 49ers game, and they the report was pretty much stating Nick Sirianni, right? He tried to get one of his little rah-rah speeches and showed clips of the 49ers trash talking. The players showed him, hey, we don't believe in that shit. We ain't trying to hear that. We don't resonate with you. Okay. And what happens? The score there was a blowout. But here's another leak of Jay Glazer. Let's see what Jay Glazer had to say about the 49ers game and the messaging that was sent. All right.
Side, the two teams here, and what's going on about all the quote-unquote distractions that are really distractions.
Well, a lot of trash talk this week, but two totally different approaches. First, Kyle Shanahan last night to his team. He said, guys, we had a lot of heartbreak last year. We lost two of our quarterbacks, obviously, but you still fought. So this is our chance to right the wrong from a year ago. But how about this? Nick Sirianni. We saw a lot of trash beating talk for a while from the 49ers about the Eagles. He didn't shy away from it. Instead, he told his team, take it personally.
Nick Sirianni tell the team, take the 49ers game personally. Take it personally. It's one game at a time. It's one game at a time. Yeah, what do we take? Take it personally? Okay.
Showed clips of the 49ers talking trash.
And showed clips of the 49ers talking trash. How did the Eagles respond to Nick Sirianni's messaging? They got blew out 19-42, right? So yeah, there's that. Okay. But again, at this point, I didn't piece that together. But the Dallas game, all right, yeah, I was all done. I was done on the Eagles, right? I was done on the Eagles. I was really done on the Eagles. As far as with him, as far as a head coach being Nick Sirianni, I was done on him. I was done on the Eagles with Nick Sirianni at the helm. And then the traction that this has gained, bro, is actually crazy. Okay. But let's see some more comments. AJ did the right thing. Finally, here's my problem with AJ, right? And of course, I was saying trade AJ, right? Because I didn't know what was going on with why he was having a tantrum. It looked pretty selfish. We were up, we were winning. I thought he just wanted the ball, right? And so I didn't really have a lot of context there. But when I started seeing the team struggle throughout the weeks, I'm like, okay, maybe he's upset with the coaching staff, because a lot of players were. But here's my thing, AJ. You should have done this earlier, man. You should have done this earlier. Now it's been confirmed week 18. I mean, the last week of the season. Now it's being confirmed, which I honestly already knew. Now it's being confirmed. AJ, you should have came out earlier, bro. Golly, man. That hurts because I've had some harsh things to say about AJ, but that had to be said. It had to be said in order for him to finally come out and reveal. I mean, I've known, and I'm just so appreciative that he actually did this. Okay, I take everything I said about AJ Brown, my trade him and all that, bro. I'm gonna recant that. I take that back. Actually, I'm gonna apologize to him because I know he watched the live stream. I know he watched the channel. I'm gonna apologize to AJ Brown personally because, bro, I just wanted you to be honest. I just wanted him to be honest. I just wanted AJ to be honest and let us know what was going on with the team. It took somebody like me that's not even in the locker room to figure this out. Yeah, and also Jay Glazer leaked to Sean Desai. Someone leaked to Jay Glazer that Sean Desai will be hired, will be demoted. And so they leak everything to Jay Glazer. So you cannot say that this is not valid because that's what Eagles fans like to say. Oh, we don't really believe we don't. It's just a report. No, I know when a report is legit. But yeah, this is Jay, just an example of Jay Glazer. He leaks all of anything Jay Glazer reports about the Eagles is facts. Here's what he had to say about and he always leaks it on a Sunday, right? Right before the 12 o'clock games. Let's hear what he had to say about Sean Desai.
Find the balance on defense and how to use all that talent that they have.
Okay, well, there's two big changes for the Eagles this week. And one everybody already knows about, and that's down to their head.
If you're able to change a defensive coordinator for a team that's so high profile and going through the situation they're going through, except for Glazer, that shows how the Glazer is.
It wasn't reported, right? Because someone leaked it to him first. So you're undermining the entire coaching staff and the entire just come on, man. This type of stuff doesn't happen on teams unless the locker room was lost. They leak all of their information to Jay Glazer. And again, it's been confirmed. Of course, now it's been confirmed, right? But you look at Jay Glazer, okay, he's reported multiple stories about the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're all legit. So again, I'm gonna get into y'all comments. Bear with me here. But Jay Glazer leaking this information. Everything has been confirmed. Nick Sirianni's lost the locker room. You have to fire him after this season. Okay. You think, the Philadelphia Eagles have the talent to make a run. But let's say they make a run and win a couple playoff games, they're going to be stuck with Nick Sirianni. I think they're losing. I know they're losing to get him fired. That's wild, bro. But that's exactly what's happening. Okay, this theory, I broke it here first. The fact that it's been confirmed by AJ Brown. Finally, it's really all I ever wanted. I've been putting that fire to AJ Brown this entire season, and finally it comes out. I wish AJ Brown would have just came out and just after that Minnesota game, like, hey, I wish he would have candidly been outspoken, bro. Be outspoken, say how you feel, okay? Put it all out there so we'll know. I would much rather prefer that. Okay, we would much rather prefer that. Be honest with us with what's going on so we can back you. I couldn't back AJ Brown. I couldn't. Finally, bro, I can back you because you pretty much backed me. He pretty much confirmed my entire theory. So I'm riding with AJ Brown, bro. but I wish you would have done this earlier. That's all I'm saying. I wish you would have done this earlier, bro. For real. Okay. I wish you would have done this earlier, man, because now you kind of legitimizes me and what I was saying this entire time. Okay. Let's look at some of the comments here. Keep the stream going. I like it. I appreciate you, bro. Much love to you. Turn on post notifications. I got all kind of stuff going on, bro, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy all the content. Then, if you like the live stream, the Gannon and Steichen, the Gannon and Shane Steichen were great coaches. They were amazing coaches. So they kind of did in a way, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'll give you that. Went to the Super Bowl last year. That means nothing. It's a whole new year. Give him just one more. You can't give him one more. The players aren't giving him one more. Personally, I like Nick Sirianni, but if the players are done with him, you can't. You're done. If you lose the locker room as a coach, you have to get fired, bro. You're going to get fired, period. Okay? So if they rally around Nick, which I doubt, because, I mean, they've made it all the way to this point trying to get him, not playing for him, wanting him fired. And I can't speak for all the players, right? But they're not playing for this guy. So you think they're going to somehow I don't see it happening. That's why I wanted him fired earlier. You know, I would have fired him earlier. And maybe this is a turning point for the team. Maybe after this, with AJ Brown speaking, maybe the team rallies around Nick Sirianni and they build a bond, and Nick Sirianni becomes a better coach, and he gets his offensive coordinator and defensive coordinators intact. Or maybe somehow this adversity can help the team. Okay, maybe he doesn't get fired. But right now, bro, I mean, AJ Brown probably saved this man's job. Damn. AJ Brown may have saved. Wow. He may have saved Nick's job. If the team comes out and plays today like how we know they should, you got to give credit to AJ Brown, Nick Sirianni. He may have saved your job. If the team can respond, they might win this game. All right. But golly, who the fuck knows? I don't got them winning. But I mean, if they can somehow win a playoff game, which is really all that matters, you may have a shot. But I mean, if the team doesn't respond after AJ Brown comes out and does all of this, it's gonna be even more damning, right? I'm gonna go nuts. If the team doesn't respond after this, with AJ Brown coming out speaking for 13 minutes, with the players only meeting, and now we see what's going on during a players only meeting, which is wild, because now you got people leaking this information, which they've been doing, leaking information to Jay Glazer for the longest. But my whole thing is, man, if they don't respond after this, which I don't see him happen. I don't see it happen, bro. You can't bring Nick Sirianni back. You look at it. The offensive coordinator's trash. Defensive coordinator's trash. What does it make you, Nick Sirianni? You hired these dudes. You're trash too. Let them all go and go get a whole new regimen. That reopens your window. You open that window up for about at least a year or two. But man, that turnover with different coaches, man, sometimes it's a lot to overcome, as we see now. But when you have the talent, you can overcome it. Just get good head coaches, get good coaches, and watch what this team does. Right now, man, come on, bro. Let me just harness back in, because I've been harping on this for the longest, and everybody's been talking to me like I've been crazy. You're speculating, or you're not in the locker room. AJ, you confirmed it. Thank you, bro. Thank you, AJ. I got none but the utmost respect for AJ. I've always had the utmost respect for AJ. But had to put that fire to him. So I had to you got to ruffle feathers to get answers. And I'm glad AJ Brown, I mean, unfortunately, this was leaked, right? I wish nothing would be leaked, but I'm glad this has, it's confirmed. No one can, right? And again, I broke this, okay? And AJ confirmed it. So I appreciate AJ. I'll go back to what Jay Glazer said again. And trust me, anything he reports on the Eagles is legit because he's been doing it all year and they've been coming out to be factual. Let's see what Jay Glazer says about the AJ Brown team meeting when he confirms that the Philadelphia Eagles coaching staff, the players don't believe in him.
Right now, let's talk about this Eagles team. They've lost 4 or 5. What's going on behind the scenes there?
But here's the thing, of all people, AJ Brown was the voice of reason to speak. He's been very emotional on the sidelines, but he called a players-only meeting this week. And one, he said, "Look, I'm sorry to you guys that you've got to answer for me and my emotions. I haven't talked to the media. That won't happen again." But two, we really got to start bonding together. Whenever the coaches call for us, we have to start flying through. That's me. That's you. That's everybody else. We got to start believing in our coaches and really go with the plan that they are giving us wholeheartedly.
All right, so
we got to start believing. We got to start believing in the coaches and a plan that they're giving us wholeheartedly. Damn, bro. Golly, AJ, thank you, my boy. Finally, it's been confirmed. It's confirmed. Okay. Now, of course, you'd rather hear from the horse's mouth, but a players only meeting, somebody is leaking that. And shit, I wish I knew who. Right. Someone says the PR team. I think is one of the veterans on the team. You never know, honestly. That's a whole entire discussion right there. But my theory has been confirmed. I broke it. So I mean, I'm at ease now. Right. I can pretty much move on from this whole Nick Sirianni debacle. Right. And hopefully moving forward, we get a new head coach. We get some better coaching. We get a better coaching staff. Because you look at a team that went 10-1, right? We got a 10-1 team with bad coaches. Like, how the hell is that possible? Okay, how the hell is that? How the hell is that possible? The Jets lost. This Jets loss here looks horrible. The Jets loss looks absolutely horrendous now because if we win this game, in hindsight, which we should have won, we don't even got to play this game. We could rest some starters, right? But I'll get into some comments. I'll kind of like the Giants game is coming up soon. We'll talk about that a little bit, but I mean, this is an amazing day. Unfortunately, it comes with bad news, right? But I mean, the fact that AJ Brown confirms the theory, I'm in good spirits. I should have been gave you the mod, Trey. My bad, broski. I should have been hit you with the mod, but some mods was tweaking, so I had to take everybody mod away. If we eliminate the 49ers or Cowboys from the playoffs, that would be good. If we eliminate the 49ers or Cowboys. Man, we need some. If we need some playoff wins, we should beat the Buccaneers. If we don't beat the Buccaneers, it's let's just focus. We just got to focus on beating this Giants game, which I don't think we're gonna do on the road. So, Cowboys fan guy said, Weapon X, I'm sorry. I've been cursing at you because I was mad every time you keep talking about us. I mean, I just troll, man. That's part of the football. It's nothing personal. And you guys are our rival. So I mean, that's what makes the rival fun. That what makes the rival what it is. People like me, right? That fuels it. So it's all just I just love a game of football, and you guys are our biggest rival, and I really dislike the Dallas Cowboys. So it's just really all in fandom, really. AJ Brown definitely didn't say that. Oh yeah, if you saying AJ Brown didn't say that, I mean, bro, you lost in the sauce, bro. I don't know what else to. I don't know what else to. Yeah, you tripping, bro. If you think he didn't say that, 2 blowouts. Okay, we need to talk. Seattle game was embarrassing. It really not bro. All the losses were embarrassing. Sirianni is finished. I agree, bro. Crazy how a lot of changes over a year. Yeah, it is, man. He been non-existent for a while. The entire team has been because they're not playing for the head coach. We don't even line up under center ever. And the times we do, I've documented it. Who is this clown that keeps spamming the chat? Who's spamming? Y'all some emotional boys that don't really know football. Hold on, okay. I'm finna send your ass to the loser lounge, gang. I'm gonna just ban you because you probably the one spamming. You say you didn't get the mod. I got you, bro. Rex Ryan would be my pick for defensive coordinator. I mean, there's a Rex Ryan. I don't know, man. You can't go wrong with any. You can't go wrong with what we have now, but we have to figure it out. We have to figure it out soon. Yeah, I like lining up under center. I love lining up under center. With some play action, man. And I mean, they can do so much more with this offense. Uh, man, maybe it takes another year to properly install it, or maybe it takes some camaraderie. This is the first year this team has been with these coaching staffs have been with the team, so it's going to take time. But still, man, I don't, man. We trying to win a Super Bowl. We don't have time to waste. All right, especially with this roster. So I don't really. I mean, they got to figure it out, bro. We don't know. They may choke. The Cowboys might choke. You said, I think this is clickbait, to be honest. Mostly none of that was said. Okay, I'm going to send you to the fucking loser lounge because I don't even know you. I don't care to know you. But again, if you was here in the beginning of the stream, I've I've laid out every instance they leak things to Jay Glazer, right? If you're not an insider or in the know, you just don't know. So that if you can believe that, cool. But if after listening to me and you still have your same train of thought, oh, you're delusional, and I'm just gonna get you out of there, right? Because I break stuff down to the T. So I mean I give you everything you need to know. Right. And if you still feel the same way, all right, bro, go somewhere else, bro. All right. Everything's been confirmed here. I'm at rest. I'm at ease. I'm at peace. God damn it. AJ Brown just confirmed. AJ Brown confirmed my entire theory and I broke it. Right. So I know I have I know what I'm talking about. So I mean I'm at peace. I'm cool. Ryan Johnson isn't in charge of the offense. He just calls the plays. Nick Sirianni is Nick Sirianni. His installs thing. Nick Sirianni, man, he's in control of everything. That's why it starts with him. Brian Johnson can be a good coach, but man, it starts with Nick Sirianni. He's the head coach. He's hiring these guys. He's installing all. I know he's calling plays. I caught him calling plays, right? And I let him live. Right. I didn't even mention it. I knew he was calling plays. I didn't mention it. Then it kind of came out. And I'm like, yeah, I already knew that. Right. So yeah, man. I agree. I agree. But Cosmic says, looking at past games, look how much the players was happy. Now they're mad. And that's a telltale sign right there. Players used to be happy and having fun, and now they're just even earlier in the season. The team looked energetic, I don't know what. Again, he didn't lose. He lost the locker room. Hey, bro, hear me out. He lost. He didn't. The locker room wasn't always lost. Okay, he lost the locker room somewhere around this 49ers game. Right? It was somewhere around this 49ers game where he lost the locker room. Okay, it was after this 49ers game, and again, maybe it was his messaging that they didn't feed into it. Yeah, and it was lost. But early on in the season, the team was playing. The team looked like, for the most part, they were having fun. There was some dysfunction this Minnesota game, okay, with AJ Brown. But even then, it's like, okay, let's bypass that. I wanted them gone after this, which was crazy, right? But I mean, this was before I knew everything that I know now. So cut me some slack, god damn it. Right. And then you had the Jets game, which was another one of those. I mean, no matter of fact, the Rams game, you've seen a lot of controversy. And then the Jets game, you see more controversy. Then, we beat Miami, we beat Washington, we beat Dallas and Kansas City and Buffalo. Everything was looking good. Then this it was the San Francisco game where I'm telling you, the players, what his messaging with Nick Sirianni saying take it personal and sending clips of the 49ers trash talking, I think the players didn't resonate with that. They didn't respond to it.
So, but how about this? Nick Sirianni, we saw a lot of trash being talked for a while from the 49ers about the Eagles. He didn't shy away from it. Instead, he told his team, take it personally. And he showed clips of the 49ers talking trash about those Philadelphia Eagles. They also showed clips of players talking trash about Michael Jordan and what Michael Jordan do to make them pay. He said, that's what I want. I want you to take it personally.
So after his messaging, the team they get blown out, right? I mean, by the 49ers. And I mean, whatever you want to say about that game, the first quarter, the Philadelphia Eagles dominated the 49ers. You look at Dallas, the first quarter, right? So it says something about the team showing, hey, we can play with these guys. We can hold our own, but we're not feeling our head coach. You look at the Dallas game was when I realized, okay, the team's lost locker room. The Seattle game, it confirmed it for me because I knew the Eagles wasn't going to win out. Once I knew that they lost the locker room, there was no way I can believe that they were going to win out when they lost to Dallas. I'm like, yeah, they lost the locker room. They're going to lose at least about 2 or 3 or more of these games, right? Then they lose again to Seattle, which I had them losing to Seattle. So I'm like, okay, yep. That confirmed it then. Then, they somehow managed to beat the Giants, right? Barely. Then lost to the Cardinals. And I mean, like at that point when they lost to the Cardinals, I mean, I was already intent on knowing again the Dallas Cowboys. It was a theory, the Dallas Cowboys game, and I'm like, it was a theory that I kind of. It was a theory that I had already confirmed in my head, honestly. Then with Seattle, I'm like, yeah, this shit's over. Honestly. Then they beat the Giants, and I wasn't fooled at all. Then the Arizona lost, and I'm like, yeah, this is more expected, right? So I mean, I can honestly see them losing to the Giants. And I can see them losing to the Giants. Honestly, I can see them losing to the Giants. On the road. I mean, if they can beat the Giants, the only chance the Eagles have at winning is beating this Giants team. If they're gonna win a playoff game on the road, okay, you have to start now with beating this Giants team. This is where it would start. You're on the road. You're headed to the playoffs on the road. You better get accustomed to playing on the road. That's if the Cowboys win, if they win. But it looks like you're going to be playing on the road. DeAndre Swift isn't even suiting up, so doesn't look like DeAndre Swift is going to be playing. They're already like they're resting guys, so this looks like an L. Okay. Niners were talking trash because they were still yapping about the NFC Championship game last year, a few months ago. Wait, Niners were talking trash because the Eagles were? I don't know. I mean, I know we really never trash talked this team. Honestly, we never trash talked them until they start talking. Right. So it started with them. Wait, what I missed? You missed everything, bro. Pretty much. There's a leak regarding the teams only meeting with AJ Brown. He called a team a players only meeting, and he pretty much said, "This is Jay Glazer reporting it." But if you don't believe Jay Glazer, he leaked the Sean Desai stuff with Matt Patricia, defensive coordinators, and he leaked the messaging. But he leaked Nick Sirianni's message to the team before the 49ers game. So they leak all the information to Jay Glazer. All right. And they do it around the same time, Sunday, around right before the 12 o'clock games. Right. So this is pretty much, it's official that this is exactly, I believe it's 100%. But I'll play what he said, what he got from what someone leaked to him about AJ Brown and the team only meet, the players only meet.
We have to start flying through. That's me, that's you, that's everybody else. We got to talk to the media. That won't happen again.
Let me rewind it to the beginning, bro.
Right now, let's talk about this Eagles team. They lost 4 or 5. What's going on behind the scenes there?
Here's the thing, of all people, AJ Brown was the voice of reason to speak. He's been very emotional on the sidelines, but he called a players-only meeting this week. And one, he said, "Look, I'm sorry to you guys that you've had to answer for me, my emotions. I haven't talked to the media. That won't happen again." But two, we really got to start bonding together. Whenever the coaches call for us, we have to start flying through. That's me, that's you, that's everybody else. We got to start believing in our coaches and really go with the plan that they are giving us wholeheartedly.
All right, so
we got to start believing in the coaches and their plans that they have for us wholeheartedly. So they're not even believing in the coaches. So we got to start believing in the coaches. They're not even believing in the coaches. All right, that's pretty much what I'm responding to. The leak that, if you look at Jay Glazer's history with the Eagles, they leak everything to him. Trust me, if he says it, it's a fact. Right? Just based off what, just off his history of leaking information about the Eagles alone. Like, they going to Jay Glazer, right? And he leaks it. He leaks all of these leaks happen right before the 12 o'clock game. So it's legit. Okay, it's legit. So that's pretty much what we react to. But it confirms it confirms my whole theory about Nick Sirianni losing the locker room. Okay. That's pretty much all, bro, that we reacted to. We haven't talked about the Giants game. I didn't read what you said. What did you say, bro? AJ doing a little damage control for the coaches. Yeah, he doing exactly, G-Lo. He doing some damage control. But he should have came out earlier. I feel like he should have came out a bit earlier. Because you look at earlier in the season, he had a lot of things going on. Even the playoff game last year against the Giants, where he had some stuff to where he had to get off his chest, but it's hard for, I don't know, he didn't. And you look at the earlier in the season against the Vikings, right? You see him again on the sideline. Okay, then he had some with the Jets on the sideline. And then this game against what was this, the Giants? I think this was the Giants game. AJ Brown, he was, it was a whole, Nick Sirianni was getting in, he was like, we're letting everybody have it. And you kind of see, some dialogue with some of the players there and how there's a lot of tension, right? But this has been an ongoing thing with the players and right. It's after the game, after the win, against the Giants, and Devonta Smith coming out saying he's unhappy. So this is an ongoing man, it's a lot of fucking drama, to say the least. Nerves about the Giants. We should beat the Giants, but if we lose, I wouldn't be surprised. It's not even nervous. I just feel like Bro, it's not even nervous. It's just more of am I nervous? No, because I really feel like I'm sold on the Eagles, right? But this Giants game is gonna say a lot. It's the last game of the season. You're on the road. You have to play playoff games in a row. Let's see how effective are you in situations where you need to win a ball game on the road, because you're gonna have to do that in the playoffs. All majority of your games, it's going to be in the playoffs if the Cowboys beat the Redskins, the Commanders. Okay, if they beat the Commanders, they get the number 1 seed. They win a division. They get the number 2 seed. Sorry, right? The Eagles are stuck with the number 5 seed and have to play all their playoff games on the road. So this would be a good litmus test to see, hey, can the New York Giants be held to maybe 14.7 points, or not even that? Can the Philadelphia Eagles beat the New York Giants on the road, and you go into the playoffs? Look like you're going to be on the road, and it'll show a lot, especially after AJ Brown is coming out addressing the team. That should give you energy. Players are saying, "Yeah, we had a good practice week," and players are saying they're feeding to AJ Brown. And they're feeding into AJ Brown more than Nick Sirianni, their own head coach. But if they can win a game, man, it would go a long way into the playoffs. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. It's more concerning that it's more concerning that that's how you should put. It's more concerning. What's more concerning? I said the 2023 Eagles remind me of the 2001 Cardinals for so many reasons. Yeah, and a lot of people say they also remind them of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who started off 10-0 and then bellied out or flamed out and didn't do anything. So certain teams start strong and then finish terribly and don't do anything when it matters, right? They also say we remind them of the Vikings, right? And this is because the Philadelphia Eagles, they started off 10-1, but if you look at the games, they were really close games. So teams like that, I don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, you're not really dominating teams, right? You look at the first game against the Patriots, we won by 5. The Minnesota, we won by a touchdown, one score. You look at the Tampa, we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers handedly, which is a team that we might play in the playoffs with the number 5 seed. So hey, Washington, we only beat them by 3. Rams, we beat them by more than 1 possession. The Jets, we beat them. Well, we lost to them by 1 possession. So all of our games have been close, is pretty much right. While people are comparing this team to teams who flamed out in the playoffs or down the stretch, right? You look at the Minnesota Vikings for last year, started out strong in the playoffs. I don't even think they made the playoffs, but if they did, they got bounced out in the wild card game, right? Some of these teams that start off strong and don't finish as strong, right? Or teams that are winning, but they're in a lot of close games or are not looking as dominant. Buffalo, we beat them by 3 barely. Kansas City, we beat them by what? Barely beat them, right? 1 possession. A lot of these 1 possession close games, Washington, we only beat them by 7. And there's an overtime game against Washington in here too. So players aren't. The team isn't winning games in a dominant fashion. So you kind of got to question if they're legit or not. Bro, I found an NFL script like this. Here's all QBs named captain 3 times, 3 patches, suffer bad season. Burrow missed Super Bowl. Herbert and hey man, just give me your what's the script of who winning the Super Bowl? That's all we all care about. Where's your script with the Super Bowl? Who's winning it? Man, Bucks struggling. We can beat them. Yeah, we can beat them on the road. But you don't know what this Eagles team. It's a lot of teams we should have beat and we didn't. So you don't know. I don't have a mod. Yeah, I took all the mods away, man. I'll start giving them back out slowly. I would compare us to the 2021 Steelers. At least they had a defense. This team has has no defense. What they have no defense whatsoever. So you can't compare the two teams because the Eagles don't have what the Steelers had in 2020. Right? Yeah. So you can't compare it. Oh, you said I wouldn't compare them. Facts, bro. You can't compare them. On God, that's facts, Trey. Eagles win Super Bowl, man. That'll be a blessing, bro. Golly. But with this coaching staff, I'm skeptical. Because they don't believe in their coach like the Cardinals, and I like Nick, but we should fire, and I'll take Jim Harbaugh. Man, it's tough when you got to fire coaches, man. Right, on winning teams. So in the play, yeah, it's tough, but that's what it's looking like. Also, the Cardinals, y'all cocky because of a AJ speech. Yeah, man, that's kind of a bit. That's ironic to me that everybody's saying, "Hey, AJ Brown had not really a speech, but he spoke with the media for 13 minutes, and we think all is well." And there was a team meeting with AJ Brown. We think all is well, like chill. So that's a great point, bro. Myram says lost to the Cardinals, y'all cocky because of an AJ Brown speech. I mean, there's nothing that will make me. There's nothing that would make me more happy than the Philadelphia Eagles going on a run and beating the Giants, and I could say, "Hey, AJ Brown was the catapult to that." But man, I feel like the players, they're already in a process of getting this coaching staff fired, and I think you got to keep losing. It's unfortunate. That's the fastest way. What's up, NFL reality check? What's the word with you, my boy? The Philadelphia Eagles are afraid to win. They're afraid to dominate and afraid to pulverize their opponent. I don't think they're afraid. Why would you be afraid? Who's afraid to win? Who will be afraid to win, bro? Come on, man. Man, what happened to Fletcher? How get no playing? Come on, bro. Y'all be confused me with the lack of grammar, but he's playing well. He's been playing he's one of the best players on the defense, honestly. At 38, 39, 40, 50, 60. He's old, however old he is. Would have made it to the Eagles in the offseason? I don't know. I doubt it. Because we are wasting our offensive talent because of terrible coaching, and we don't have time to waste. Yeah, I agree with that. Eagles are Baltimore last year. What Eagles, Baltimore last year when Chiefs trade Tyreek, they were Super Bowl contenders and won, but the Eagles were on a dang run this year. Baltimore is on a dang run, and Eagles are struggling. So repeat. Huh? What? Bro, I don't see no periods, no. I see a question mark out of this whole thing. You got no commas, no periods. I don't know what you trying to tell me, bro. Honestly. Philadelphia Eagles are having a meltdown because of lack of discipline and disrespect for each other and their coaches. Really just the coaches, right? I think it's just the coaches. Because they don't believe in their coach, just like the Cardinals. And I lost Nick. And I like Nick, but he should be fired. I think he should be gone too. I think he should be gone too, brother. Spelling mistakes, bro. I'm just really it's not. Just sum up your comment in like less than 20 characters. Or don't or you just use punctuations. Hey, bro, I think the players can't wait until the season is over, man. I can't either. I can't either. I know they ready for the season to be done. Golly. I know if they done checked out, I checked out. I mean, man, go get some new coaches and let's figure out how to run it back next year. For real. Right. And be more innovative and get better. Right. And I mean, hey, Hopefully we can make a run. Hopefully we can make a run. I just want to see a clean win and domination with or without the coaching. Yeah, you're not going to see a clean dominating win. The game plan should be RPO and start running the ball like we did last year. It's that simple. It should, honestly. It should, honestly, bro. Real coaches. Real coaches. That's exactly. Real coaches will fix their mistakes, not keep it going. That's 100% facts. That's 100% facts. But I mean, I just AJ Brown just confirmed my entire theory. Like, man, I'm good. I feel like big meat. Hey, whipping work. Hallelujah. No, I feel good now because all of the hate and all of the, when you break something that, again, I'm not in the locker room. I don't know any of the players. No players are talking to me. I'm not, this is just me being a fan. And I figured out what was going on with the team by myself. No one told me. No one, and I was the first. So to do that, I mean, for it to be confirmed is, this is a good day for me, right? I will let's top it off with the Eagles win and keep rolling, and maybe we get a playoff win. If we get one playoff win, the entire NFL better be worried. Okay, we're in the playoffs. If we win a playoff game, oh yeah, everybody should be put on notice. I got us losing or winning in a close game. Wait, you got us losing or winning? My nigga, bro, pick one, bro. He said I got us losing or winning. I feel bad for the offense, but especially for Swift because he stumbled into 1K and he could have gotten more. He could have gotten more, but he got 1,000 yards, and I think he's in a Pro Bowl, so I think he's happy with that. He's top 5 in rushing yards in the NFL, so I think he's cool with that. I think he's happy. I honestly think he's happy. I'm happy for him. His first 1,000-yard season, I think he's good. I think he's content. He's a happy player, and that's what we need. We need players that are happy. Eagles won the Chiefs last year when they. Oh yeah, I read that. Okay. Go get me Brian Flores. Oh my God. Imagine a Brian Flores. Just Brian Flores on his coaching staff, period, at any capacity. And bring back Reich for off OC. I don't know. You look at Frank Reich, he's had some bad stints. He had a head coaching job with the Colts, then got another one with the Panthers and had losing seasons. Yeah, I think he's flamed out. I don't think you go and hire a loser, honestly. But I like Frank Reich here. I like Shane Steichen here. Again, the Eagles need an offensive coordinator. For the Philadelphia Eagles, you need a legit offensive coordinator because you look at Frank Reich was the offensive coordinator when we won the Super Bowl. Shane Steichen was the offensive coordinator when we got to the Super Bowl. So the Eagles need an offensive coordinator with especially with this talent on the team, offensive talent on this current team. Fire the coaches and let the players call the plays the rest of the season. I think you get an interim guy in there and you try to catch fire, but I think you hire. I think during the season, it's too late now. They wasted too much time. If they would have did it after the Dallas game, I think they would be fine. But it's too late to fire him now. It's too late. It's too late. But yeah, it's too late to fire him now. You got to wait till after the season, unfortunately. Yeah, he said the game plan should be RPO and start running the ball like we did last year. Fair. Well, I read some of these. Hey, bro, I think the players can't wait until. Oh yeah, okay. Let's get to some of the recent comments. Um. Okay, so what I'm saying is last year the Chiefs struggled and the Eagles were dominating, and Chiefs won. So this year the Eagles struggle and Baltimore is dominating. So we might have a repeat of. Okay, maybe you may have a repeat. But right now, honestly, the Philadelphia Eagles don't look like a team that's going to win in the playoffs. And AJ Brown, right before the playoffs, right, he held a players only meeting and it got leaked. Of course, it got leaked because it always does. Everything's being leaked. But right, we know how AJ Brown feels, and he's trying to rally the troops. So it's all I feel like who knows? Let's see if they rally. I would know a lot more after this Giants game. Pretty much what I'm telling you guys. I would know a lot more after this game right now. I would know everything I need to know going into the playoffs. Some people just aren't meant to be head coaches. Facts, bro. Everybody can't be a head coach in the NFL. It's only 31, 32, 32 jobs. So everybody can't do that, man. Everybody can't be head coaches. But this dude, but the dude is a good OC. Facts. So if we get a good offensive coordinator, he could have been our Christian McCaffrey. Okay, bro. I've said it in live streams before that he's like Christian McCaffrey. He could have been our Christian McCaffrey because he can run and catch the ball, but the coaches choose not to use him. You're not to use him for some reason. They use him, but they don't use him in that capacity because, again, at the end of the day, there's only a certain amount of stats to go around. You got 2 number 1 receivers you got to feed and a tight end that you got to feed too. So the running backs, hey, you're not getting none. You're not going to be able. You're not getting any receiving yards. Okay, we got 2 number 1 receivers that the offense, throwing the ball runs through them too. And we also have a Dallas Goedert. So, they'll become more dynamic if they can use Swift out of the backfield or in the slot or things like that. But they don't. He didn't confirm anything. Sirianni hasn't lost locker room. He's loyal to blah, blah, blah. The players need to stop blah, blah, blah. Send his ass to the loser lounge. Be quiet, bro. I don't got to hear nothing you saying. Ban him. Get out of here, bro. Eagles' identity last year was get the QB with our D-line and RPO system. We have no identity. Facts. We have no identity at all. I don't know. I mean, their identity want to be pat. They want to be. I don't know what their identity is. Okay, just run the ball. That should be their identity. Okay, just to run the ball. Who would you replace Sirianni with? Anybody. I don't got to read the rest of that comment. Anybody. Okay, who wouldn't want to be head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles with all of this talent, with a Jalen Hurts, with the D line, who wouldn't want to, right? Who wouldn't want to coach this team? Sounds like Bieniemy is already locked in. Oh man, Eric Bieniemy, he's with the Chiefs. You bring him in with, oh my God, he's a player's coach too, so they're going to respect him. He calls the plays. They're going to respect him. They're going to respect him. He's going to be respected. You feel like he's copying last year's scheme? I don't know because the Panthers are struggling doing like curl play. I don't know about copy. I don't know about that. I just think he's being limited in how much he can actually do. Okay, I think he has a different scheme than what we're seeing. I think I don't know, man. I've been on the fire Brian Johnson thing before anybody else, but I kind of recanted that, and I kind of started putting more pressure on Nick Sirianni, because Nick Sirianni, at the end of the day, he's calling. He calls some of the plays, and he also implements some of them before the game. So this is falling on Nick Sirianni. I'm gonna be honest. This is all falling on Nick. You skipped my comment about the Giants, how they made a fumble recovery. I think they made a fumble recovery. Well, that's good. What I mean, what I was supposed to say? Go after Jim Hall, bro. Anybody, Nick Sirianni. I mean, you go about you can hire, you can go Bill Belichick, right? Allegedly, you can go Here's a gem. I don't even want to tell you guys, right? The Titans head coach, which is the Eagle, which was AJ Brown's head coach, who's now with the Eagles. He, he's trying to get out of there, right? And they're saying maybe him to the Patriots. I think you go grab him with AJ Brown. You pair those up with Mike Vrabel from Tennessee Titans, where AJ Brown played. We got so many Titans players. This is like a Titans team. This is like a Titans team. It's filled with Tennessee Titans. It's filled with college players like Jordan, from Georgia and Alabama. So you use like an Alabama Georgia college team with and a Tennessee Titan NFL team. We just have all of those players from those three teams, whether it's NFL, college. So I mean, hey, people aren't looking into. I can see a Mike Vrabel in Philly. Mike Vrabel. That if that happens, that would just blow my whole mind, bro. Your heading is definitely clickbait. I'm gonna send you to the loser lounge. I'm gonna send you to the loser lounge. Banner for life, nigga. It's definitely not. You just not in the know. Okay, go follow. Go watch somebody else. Our offense is just like San Francisco, but coaching is too plain. I mean, we have the potential to maybe, to emulate that, but I don't think we're 49ers offense. 49ers offense is run heavy. They give you so many different looks out of the back, underneath center, play action, bootlegs. Yeah, it's definitely not the same. But we have the ability to be the same. Whoever is coaching our team next gotta factor in. He got to be a yes man. No. If you can't hire those type of guys. You can't hire yes men. You can't. You can't. You can't hire those yes men. There's no RPO this year. Copy what? Facts, bro. I agree with you, show. Harbaugh is Yo, I'll be right. I'll be right back. We back. Harbaugh is not a yes man. That's what I mean. But at some point, you can't. Doug Peterson wasn't a yes man. You got to stop. And I get it. The Philadelphia Eagles, they don't want to hire Nick Sirianni. I mean, Chip Kelly type of a guy who derailed our team and traded a lot of our pieces and was just a tyrant. So sometimes with the yes man, it can go good and bad. Right now, bro, you need a player's coach who can call plays, offensive coordinator. You need an offensive coordinator, okay, who's a player coach. You look at Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson was Doug Peterson. Yeah, he had some questionable play calling, right? But he had questionable play calling, but he won us a Super Bowl. He was extremely aggressive in a time where coaching and NFL head coaches were not taking those type of gambles. He kind of changed the way a lot of the analytics looked at, going forward on like fourth downs or third downs and, third and ones or different situational football. So I respect Doug Peterson from that aspect because he was a pioneer. But I mean, you look at what happened with when you don't hire a yes man. You got a players coach and a guy that called plays and a Doug Peterson, and they kind of split, right? But you can call it a firing, but they chose to both go separate ways. And the following year, the year after, you see what Doug Peterson, he was hired with the Jaguars. And you see what he's doing now. Okay, you see he's having success with that quarterback over there. With that, the first overall quarterback from back in 2020, when he get drafted 2022 or something like that, 2021, with Trevor Lawrence, right? So he has a guy over there, but he wasn't a yes man. Doug Peterson wasn't a yes man, and he went out kind of on his own terms in a way. But we need another Doug Peterson, right? We need a players coach. No more yes man. You look at Nick Sirianni, he's a yes man. Is not it. You go get a player. I'm looking at Eric Bieniemy all the way, bro. All right, he got multiple Super Bowls with the Chiefs. He called plays. He's a players coach. You go get a players coach that can call plays. You get a players coach that can call plays. I feel like he's doing new things to help the scheme, but doing in bad situations. Like listen, Eagles did screen passes last year, but this year it's not back to back on. Yeah, it's completely different. It's an entire you gotta look at who's calling the plays, and it looks bad. The play caller look bad. I just want the best for my team. That's all we all do, man. Julio Jones should be a tight end. Stop it. Cut that shit out, bro. What the hell? What the hell? He's a slot receiver. Let's see if I can make this in the trash. Oh, I just missed terribly. But he's a slot. You put him in the slot. Give him and create scheme him up. Mismatches, right? Get him on, cover with linebackers or certain, because he still has a 4.3 speed. You don't lose your speed, right? The older you get, somehow you still have your speed. So scheme him up in the right situations. Yeah, I can see people saying tight end because now he'll be matched up with linebackers, right? But no, you match him up in like certain looks, but the Philadelphia Eagles don't do that with their offense, so they don't scheme players open. So I mean, yeah, I think you just play him in a slot, right? And hopefully he gets some mismatches there, because everybody got to look at you got to equate you have to put resources in some of the top receivers. Who's going to be putting their best corner on a Julio Jones? Nobody. Right, so he can have some favorable matchups. Is what I'm saying. Right, he can have some favorable matchups. You put him you put Julio Jones and a slot, or you got to scheme him up to be productive. The Eagles offense, the Eagles coaching staff do not do that. I mean, you look at Julio. Julio is still a dog. He still runs a 4.3. You mean to tell me you can't figure nothing out for him? Yeah, the coaching staff is putrid. They're fucking horrible. They stink. And I never want to come on these and be too overly dramatic, but man, they're terrible. And I'm looking at Julio. I'm like, damn, Julio was running like a drag route or something when he scored last week. He scored 2 touchdowns. Hasn't lost a step. Can catch, contact. He is still like that in the right situations. And I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, godly, the coaching staff, and that's a whole nother. I feel a Julio Jones rant coming on, right? Because I didn't think he was going to be it when we got him. I'm like, it's just Julio, right? But I'm looking at him run. He just scored 2 touchdowns against the Cardinals. He hasn't missed a step. He's still catching a ball. And contact doesn't matter. I look forward to it. He wants to contact. I think he's still like that in the right situation, so you can prevent injury and stuff like that. Okay, but golly, this dude should definitely be utilized, and that's a whole Julio rant. Come on, slime 007. You just got me in a whole Julio rant. What the fuck? All right, Kanye says, I've said Brian Johnson since week 2 because he keeps saying we need explosive plays, but isn't doing the RPO. Yeah, I hear a lot of RPO stuff. I feel like we should implement that more, but I feel like the RPO isn't. I hear a lot about the RPO. The RPO isn't the main. They need to be more. They need more. You need more formations. They only run out the shotgun, so everything's predictable, right? You need more formations. That's their thing. If you can implement the RPO, cool. But I would like to see more formations. Right. Last year, there was RPO, first down QB draws, and spread calls. Yeah, for sure. QB draws, screen pass. Yeah. I can agree with that. But again, I think they need more. They need some stuff to go off of what they're already doing. Honestly. I just feel like he would be a PB tight end. He would be a PB tight end. What the hell is that? What the hell is a PB, my boy? Hey, let me look. Are you guys watching the Eagles game? That's what I want to know. If you're watching the Eagles game against the Giants, type yes. If you're not, type no. Just let me know that real quick in the comment section. Loser Lounge. Oh, right up above. Appreciate you, G-Lo. Reggie says, bang, bang. Y'all problem started with. No, our problem started when you walked in this bitch. Send him to the Loser Lounge. Appreciate you, G-Lo. Thank you for letting me know. Send him to the Loser Lounge. Good looking, yeah. Nick can't scheme. He can't scheme. I mean, bro, I even whatever he can do, it doesn't even matter. Right? Because the players are done with him. I'm done with him. If the players done with you, the players done with you. If the players are done with you, you have to go. You have to be fired. There's no instance of where I see this man stand on the Philadelphia Eagles team. I'm gonna mod you, bro. Hold on, bro. Hey. I'm gonna mod you. I'm gonna give out some mods real quick. Myron says if Kyle Shanahan had Quez, he would make him like Debo. Nah, you can't do that. I'm not finna say that. Quit, Myron. And a lot of the stuff you say, I agree with, but I'm gonna push the brakes on that. Quez has the speed, and Quez would definitely be much better in the Cal Hannishan scheme. He would be a dog, but he doesn't have what Debo has. Quez has that breakaway speed, right? Debo, he runs on way more power. He's way more physical. You put him in different formations. So yeah, I can't. There's some drawback there. But I think if Quez was with the 49ers, he would definitely be a much better player. He would definitely show significant improvement. The team just doesn't. The team does not. This is with their young players. They do not. Right. They don't develop players, younger players. The Philadelphia Eagles, when they get younger guys, a lot of times they go somewhere else and have amazing years and amazing careers. Look at Barnett. We traded Barnett and been on a losing streak, and he had 3-4 sacks, multiple pressures, top 5 in pressures, top 5. Like so, the Philadelphia Eagles they have a problem schematically with scheming up players and developing them as well. So that's huge. You look at the 49ers, they and a lot of other different teams. They can scheme. They can figure out how to make this guy who's not really that good look elite, right? Or when you get young players, you can develop them. If you don't have that within your organization, you're going to always have turmoil and struggle. Okay, the best organizations know how to develop young guys or anybody with any inkling of talent, right? Teams, certain coaches and organizations know how to make people better, make players better, develop young guys into something special. Why? Because of the system that they have in place where you could just plug guys in. The Philadelphia Eagles do not have a legitimate a system offensively that has been that works, or a defense philosophy that works. Okay, so we have to figure that out. We have to figure that out. Okay. Best YouTuber, man. Don't say that out loud, bro. They don't say that out loud, man. That's between the people who've been here the day ones that know. I feel like QB draws in the shotgun back to back is not good not good. But I think we need to explore the field, use the entire field. That's fair. And they try to use the entire field by attacking the field vertically. That means down the field and horizontally to the side. But they don't attack the field horizontally well. Right? They only use screens, and the screens do not work. So they need to figure out a better way to attack the field horizontally. And the screens, they could be executed better. Right? They can work, but they're just not. The execution is terrible on the screens. So they need to figure out how to attack the field more horizontally, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my honest assessment. But I definitely understand what you're saying. The K dude says, who should replace Nick if we fire him? Okay, I think I spoke on that. Anybody but him. Anybody. God damn it. You could hire a water boy. Bro, anybody. Okay, there's some guys, right? Theoretically speaking. Bill Belichick. There's some with him not being there, right? Next year, whatever. There's some rumors with guys that are John Harbaugh has been talking to the Raiders. So there's some guys, but my sleeper, I don't really want to reveal that on here, but since you asked, I think is Mike Vrabel from the Titans. We have a lot of Titans players. AJ Brown, of course, which is the most popular. But we have a lot of guys from Zach Cunningham, Kevin Byard. We've dug in. We went to that Tennessee Titans well. Okay, Derrick Henry, he's gonna be free agent coming up. So I think we die. I mean, and they're cool with AJ. You bring AJ in, and you look at Julio Jones. He was in with the Titans with AJ, right? So I think you force Nick out and go get Mike Vrabel. God, and I got a gut. It's in my gut that this may happen. If this happens, bro, that will be fucking crazy. And Mike Vrabel, he's a player's coach. I don't know if he calls plays, but he's had so much success with Tennessee. It's unbelievable. He's definitely right now one of the best head coaches in the NFL. Period. I said what I said. Okay, AJ Brown was just in an AFC Championship game with Mike Vrabel. They've had success. They've been in the playoffs, had winning seasons since he's been there. I mean, he can get out of there. There's been a lot of speculation about what's going to go on there. It looks like they're going to have a meeting soon, Mike Vrabel and the Tennessee Titans, and they can. Hey, and if that's the play, if that's the play to get Nick out and put Mike Vrabel in. But godly, if that somehow happens, I'm clipping this. And posting it. But I'm thinking Mike Vrabel, right? Of course, they might retain Mike Vrabel, make him happy, or you got to keep that dude in their organization, okay? And go from there. But hey, I could see him. My right now, my hot take is Mike Vrabel. It's Mike Vrabel. Okay, it's Mike Vrabel, gang. It's Mike Vrabel. When you gonna do another play-by-play reaction? Yo, my play-by-plays are probably a little bit too hilarious, bro. Honestly, because the play-by-play, I don't really like the play-by-play because I'll be honest, bro. Some of it just looks embarrassing on our team when you see them, when you breaking down what they're doing on the fields. Like, golly, some of it is hilarious. So I don't know, bro, but I actually like doing some of the breakdown, right? And I just really look at like effort and again, you never know what the play call is or what they're trying to do. At least I don't. But from I have enough football IQ to just be able to break it down from in a perspective of like just casuals or people who don't really know the X's and O's. I can break it down and make it understandable to that level, right? But man, I'm gonna have to do one soon, bro. I'm gonna have to do one soon, man. We need to spread players out, use the entire field. Yeah, use audibles to change routes and I agree with that. I agree with that. The defense and defense motions before snap, but the plays and bro. I agree with everything you just said. I agree with all of that. I agree with everything you just said there, bro. And I've been a big component of using Jalen Hurts as Peyton Manning, Omaha, moving things around. Now, maybe that takes time. It takes time to be in a system for multiple years. We don't have a system to where, right, you could just plug players in and things can work as, like Kyle Shanahan does with his offense and you just plug players in and his system's going to work. We don't have that. And that's the problem. So when you look at, these certain things that you would like to see with the offense, unfortunately, we don't have the system for that. But that's exactly how it should look. Jalen should be, he should be audibling. People should be in motion. There should be so much. This offense should be unstoppable, man. Unfortunately, it's not. And a lot of that, again, and it's not, this doesn't absolve Jalen Hurts of all of it, but Jalen Hurts, I don't know, bro. He just cannot get a coordinator give him a coordinator for the rest of his, like, I'm keeping you with this guy. He's innovative. You're going to be with him for the rest of your years. Give him an Airbnb, man. Somebody like that. Then we can really see what he truly is, but he just never has consistent. This is another offensive coordinator that Jalen Hurts had. Right. I mean, he's never the coordinator that he's had for 2 years in a row for at least 2 years. He had an MVP season. That was with Shane Steichen. You have to give him his coordinator, his system, and keep this guy with him. You got to find a guy for Jalen. Okay, you got to find a guy for Jalen. When you give him his coordinator for back-to-back seasons, you see MVP like stuff, right? He could have won MVP. You see MVP like performances from him in seasons or years. You have to do that for a guy like that. Okay, he just doesn't have. He never has a consistent offensive coordinator, man. I would much rather have Shane Steichen over Nick Sirianni right now. Easily. Why is Swift inactive? Yeah, they're resting him pretty much. They don't care about this game. If they don't care about it, why should I care about it? If they don't care about it, why should I care about it? I hope the Eagles find it out. I hope the Eagles figure it out and win a Super Bowl. I hope so too, man. I hope so too. But I think the problem with the scheme, like what everyone is saying last year, the scheme was creative, but motion before snap, audibles, and yeah, and yep. Yeah, I don't think it's Brian Johnson, man. You gotta look at Nick Sirianni. All the blame goes to Nick Sirianni because he already said it multiple times. This is his scheme. He hires the guys. It all starts with him. This is his whole philosophy, his scheme, offensively and defensively. So it all starts with Nick. And I seen him before Shane. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll read this one. He say, and I've seen and before Shane is a OC where he can get the most out of a QB. I feel like Brian is a pocket passer coach. See, you can with Shane. That's why I haven't been. That's why the fire Brian. With the fire Brian Johnson thing, I've been after like when I figured out Nick Sirianni is calling plays. Right, I know you got to blame Nick. Okay, because again, you don't know how much Brian Johnson has to do with this. I feel like a lot of it is Nick. Again, it starts with Nick Sirianni. That doesn't demolish what Brian Johnson has been doing, but still, I know Nick Sirianni he's tainted the offense as far as play calling and right. Since I can't adequately determine who to place blame on in these situations, I'm gonna just go with the dude who's ahead, who's ahead of it, right? He's in charge of it. I'm gonna place the blame on Nick. So Brian Johnson kind of is. I kind of give him a lot of leeway now, but I wanted him gone too, bro, for sure. But I feel like you can't place that much blame. You can't place as much blame on Brian Johnson when Nick Sirianni is calling plays and it's his scheme, his system. And he's doing the installs. It's hard to even blame Brian Johnson, honestly. I'll be honest. If Airbnb is our head coach next year, this offense will be unstoppable. Well, yes, it really will. As simple as that. Honestly, I 100% agree. I'm gonna have the game on in the background. Feels good to not care so much. Yeah, it does. I'll wait to pleasantly surprised. I'll wait to be pleasantly surprised. I've been watching religiously for a few years now. Man, bro. It starts with Sirianni. Yeah, it does. It starts with Sirianni. They're just running a basic pro style offense this year. It was Steichen that figured out the RPO system for Hurts, and he's still using it over there with the Colts, huh? That experience left this building. Now we look lost. Fuck, yeah, we do, bro. We do. And nobody believes in the coaching. Defense doesn't get off the field. We don't get dry stopping. We don't get dry stopping plays. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't really blame a lot of the defense. I blame more of the offense because the defense is young and rebuilding. There's a ton of young talent. So, you can't really blame too much of the defense. New defensive coordinator, a lot of young talent. The defense is being used as a scapegoat of what's really the problem. Do you think the Eagles take practice seriously? No. Why would you? That's like, no, nobody takes practice seriously in the NFL, especially the Philadelphia Eagles. They already have, in the preseason, the off season. This coming off season, they're gonna have because they practice the least out of all teams. So yeah, that's been highly documented. After this season, yeah, there's no way that same off season regimen is going to stick. Okay, they don't have there is like voluntary OTAs. I don't even think they have those. Well, I can't really say now because I have to go look and see. But the Philadelphia Eagles, they run the least amount of practices during the offseason. Okay, they believe in rest, recovery, stuff like that. The practices are light and the practices are really trash, man. Honestly, they're gonna have to harness in on that aspect, and because the team does not tackle well, and part of that is because of their practice regimen. Okay. Um, yeah, the practicing it's been documented, right? Though the way that they practice when you hear Jalen Carter saying, yeah, it was way harder and at Georgia, right? The practices here are easy, right? No, that's not what I want. I want intense. I want every practice to be intense. Okay, I want these guys to be here practicing, battling it out, getting better. Okay, the Philadelphia Eagles for the day. The year we went to the Super Bowl, that off season. Or that off season some of you can't really say they should practice more or their practices should be more they should have more aggressive style of practicing when the team has went to the Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl, so it's hard to question the Philadelphia Eagles practice routine, especially in the offseason. Now we can look and say, hey, these guys aren't tackling well. When you losing, things are magnified. But their practice regimen has to change. This stuff, the practices have to be intense, and it has to be fun, intense. Players have to be challenging each other. I think that's huge. Okay, you can blame the defense because of the scheme, not value the linebacker position. Well, let's just start it over. You can blame the defensive. You can call the def. You can blame the defense. I'm trying to proofread through your comment. You can blame the defense because of the scheme. Okay, not valuing the linebackers. Not valuing the linebacker position. Not getting off the field on third downs. Can't stop the run. Can't stop the pass and put our offense in a catch. Okay, yeah, but they're young and they have. You got a new head coach. The defense is young. They're plugging in new players. You can't. You should expect some growing pains. The defense, they've allowed there's multiple games where they allow the offense to score like 6 points and a half, or the defense shuts out the opposing team's offense in the first half, or you look at the Jet you look at the Dolphins. Okay, the Dolphins only scored 17. That's the best offense in the NFL, right? So when you look at the defense, right? You got to understand that they're young, but when they score, when they're holding the best offense in the NFL to 17 points, okay, you got to kind of take a lot of things into. You got to kind of look at different variables when you look at with the defense. Okay, I really think it's more the offense. They have all of the money allocated to offensive players. They should be carrying the team. Okay, they should be carrying the team. We need just healthy players. Like look at Jordan. They're all tired. The players are all tired, man. In all honesty, that's the stream. That's the stream. Okay, we got this game coming up. Am I gonna watch it? Let me see. Am I gonna watch this game live? No, I probably don't watch it. I probably don't watch the game. I'll probably be listening in, or I don't know. This game, I want to not watch this game because I don't want to feel too invested in the Philadelphia Eagles. If they really don't deserve. Until this stuff is fixed, I'm going to kind of I'm going to do a withdrawal as far as I'm always support the team and I'm always have a fandom for the team, right? But they have to do what's right. And if you're not doing what's right for the team, the fans shouldn't. I mean, they just we're gonna always support because we're fans, unfortunately, and they know that. But I'm gonna support. But hey, there's gonna be some drawback there for sure because you're not just gonna give me any type of product, right? We're not gonna give me any type of just BS product. And I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles, they better get it together. Okay, they got to get it together. Okay. Of course we're gonna always support our team, but they know they should be better. We know that the coaching staff is trash, and we want changes. Okay, there should be changes. It has to change, or I'm just not. I'm gonna stop buying the merch. This game. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna skip this game. I don't give a fuck about this game. I'm not even watching this game. Okay. I'm tapped out. This is what the Eagles deserve for what they've been putting up on the field as of late. Okay. And again, if I was a fan of some other fan base, right, like the Dallas Cowboys or whatever, the poverty franchise that don't win championships or don't win in the playoffs, cool. I can understand if you guys have that mindset. But with our team and with my team, we want what's best for the team, okay? And right now, they're not playing up to the standard, period, okay? I've been let down multiple times this season from this team, okay? I hope they blow this team out 45-0, all right? But yeah, bro, I'm kind of checking out. I'm gonna check out this week. Fuck them, right? Okay, at the end of the day, this has been horrible. This has been absolutely atrocious. From this entire season with everything going on, right? All of the reports and Jay Glazer coming out telling everything about the team and all of the drama and turmoil. I'm really pissed off. Okay, that we got a guy like Nick Sirianni, who the team isn't even playing for, some goof troop. Like this dude looks like a goofy out here, bro. Right, we're still backing the Nick Sirianni. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do exactly what the players are doing. Okay, I'm gonna do exactly what the players are doing, and I'm gonna say I'm tapped out. I give up because the players are doing it. I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna say, you know what? I give up on the team. Right, I give up on this coaching staff until they fix it because that's exactly what the players are doing. That's exactly what the players have done. I'm gonna follow suit, and I'm just not gonna watch this goddamn game. Okay, I'm not gonna watch this game. You can't look at these players' faces and tell me that they're happy. Look. Like at least Jason Kelsey cracked a fake smile. Thank you, Kelsey, for cracking a fake smile. Miserable. Miserable. Miserable.
AJ.
Miserable.
Great job, guys.
Miserable.
Alternates. Dallas.
Sweaty, Jalen,
Miserable.
Jordan.
Miserable. And people thought I edited this. They look so horrible. They look so miserable. People were saying I edited this.
Also, Jalen,
Miserable.
Slay.
He just don't care. Look, why are you guys so mad and miserable? So I'm gonna follow suit. Whatever you guys do, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna try to win this game because what? I mean, who cares? They want Nick Sirianni. They want Nick Sirianni fired. Of course. Now I'm trying to egg myself on and not following what's going on with the game. But of course, unfortunately, I'm gonna look and see what's going on. Right? I have a plan in the background, right? Of course. But I'm just so pissed with this team. With not even a team, it's the head coaches. I'm on board with all of the players. I'm on board with all the players, the head coaches. Bro, y'all gotta go. The head coach, all of the coaches, you all gotta go. They all miserable.
All right, great job.
We could care less about the Pro Bowl. It's not about the Pro Bowl. It's about the psyche of the team. This is what everybody's not. This is the element of football to where everybody seems to ignore. It's not about the Pro Bowl. It's about the psyche of the team. See, right? This is why I'm able to break stories, right? Because I can understand the team, the psyche of the team. It's not about the Pro Bowl. It's never been about the Pro Bowl. It's the fact that they look miserable, beat up. They look distraught. They look miserable. Okay, this is what that's about. It's not about the Pro Bowl. This shows you, this gives you a glimpse of how the meeting rooms look. This is how they are in the meeting rooms on a day-to-day basis. Not about the Pro Bowl. It's about the psyche of the team and their aura, how they look, the body language. That's all we really have to go off, right? Because we're not in the locker room. I'm not at these meetings. Facts. I know that's facts, bro. Doug went from 9-3 to 9-8. Dang, that's tough.
DeAndre.
And again, you look at DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift looks miserable and sad, but he went and told his family and celebrated with his family. And his family was extremely excited. So you can't say the Pro Bowl doesn't mean nothing. That's like that's what. Let me see. What do I call it? That is like, bro. If you think the Pro Bowl doesn't mean nothing. Right, when Lane Johnson's girlfriend or wife is reposting the fact that he's made 5 consecutive Pro Bowls, however many it is, bro, they care. Stupid. It's just the noob. It's just the noobs or some of the fans that aren't really invested to understand how it is as a player. You want to be recognized, period. And with a Pro Bowl, you get recognized by the fans. All pros, it's a bit different, but with a Pro Bowl, to think it doesn't mean anything is ludicrous, bro. Really, when you see players celebrating their Pro Bowls after the fact, okay. But this is more of a look of the psyche of the team, and not even the fact that players are reacting to the Pro Bowl, right? Of course, it's not even about the Pro Bowl in itself. It's just more of looking at the psyche of the team and the fact that physically, I mean, just mentally, the locker room looks lost.
Lane, AJ, Lane.
Right. Okay, so a Pro Bowl and an All Pro is really huge. I can't wait to see how they react to AJ Brown reacts to getting the All Pros. He's going to be All Pro. He might be All Pro. All Pro is tough, but you look at. Let's see how some of these guys react to All Pro. Jason Kelsey's going to be an All Pro. Landon Dixon's going to be All Pro. Right. When they announce that, let's see how they look then. The same. It's not even. It's about the aura of the team and just the body language. They're miserable, and this is hard to not. It's hard to not see. It's not like you could just look at this and be like, "Damn, right?" Regardless of how you feel, you like this team looks miserable.
Great job, guys. Alternates, Dallas, Sweaty, Jalen, Jordan, and Cam.
Right. Bags under their eyes. They're tired. They're stressed. Like, oh, man.
Also, Jalen.
Look at Jalen. Bro, they have to did this shit on purpose. Bro. Yo, look. All right, so the PR team. They I mean, I think they have to have a part in leaking information because you guys post this and the team looks miserable, and you know that me personally, you know that my channel has been documenting the misery of this locker room, and you guys post this like, I mean, it's like, do they? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the PR team, the social media team, if they're leaking stuff as well. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the players, but golly, this is a horrible look right now with the reports of Nick Sirianni losing his job, possibly. Like, bro, this is bad timing. No one can say, hey, this team doesn't look miserable. No one can say that, especially with all the reports out. This is shocking. Just to see the guy their faces, man. It's shocking. It's shocking. It's shocking. It's shocking. Let's take a brief intermission. I'll talk briefly on the Giants, and then I'll get out of here. Team looks miserable. This Giants game, I don't think anyone. I mean, I don't. This game is one of those games to where uh, I'm tapped out. Okay, we're in the playoffs. Let's just go get into the playoffs and see what happens. Okay. Outside of this, this game could mean a lot if the Cowboys lose and the Eagles win, we get the number 2 seed and we win our division. And and it's the first time a team has won the NFC East in back-to-back seasons in like almost 15, 20 years or something. So I mean, it's highly unlikely. It looks like the Cowboys should beat the Commanders, who's tanking for the number 2 overall seed in the draft. So them not losing would make it. I mean, it would just make it. It would be a disadvantage to them moving forward for the Commanders. So the Commanders. I mean, I would tank if I'm the Commanders, and the Cowboys win and they win a division. Meanwhile, the Cardinals get the Commanders, the Washington Commanders get the number 2 overall seed. Right, so it all plays out like that's exactly what's going to happen. The Dallas Cowboys are a much better team than the Commanders, right? The Commanders suck. But you never know in the NFL. If the Commanders pull off an upset and the Eagles beat the Giants, we can win a division. But I'm not counting on any of that. Now, is it possible? I really think it is possible, duh. But yeah, I'm not really counting on that, man. I'm just ready for the playoffs. And I look at this as like a bye week, a rest week. However, maybe they don't want to win. Maybe they've already gave up hope on the division. Right, they already gave up on their coach, so I'm pretty sure I can definitely see them giving up on the division. They already gave up hope on their head coach. But that's the stream. Guys. AJ Brown, he's confirmed my entire theory that started with this channel, which started with me feeling like the head coach has lost the locker room, and the fact that AJ Brown has confirmed that. Now we know. Now we know. Hey, this is the Voice of the Eagles show, and like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles.